Good day, my fellow software engineers. I decided to take on this topic today, rate limiter for managing denial of service based on life experience. Sometimes in the past, I experienced an attack in one of my applications and it led to financial loss. After much investigation, I realized that that situation would have been minimal. I mean, the effect of the loss would have been minimal if I had implemented a rate limiter. So I am bringing it up so that developers will imbibe the culture. It goes a long way saving you from a unnecessary attack. Now let's move in by knowing what rate limiter is all about. It is an inbuilt function in a .NET Core that helps to regulate or control the number of HTTP requests, maybe per session, coming from a particular IP or a device. So by regulating it, it can help to mitigate denial of service, whereby an attack is coming from maybe one IP or device trying to access your application within a very short time, multiple times. You know, rate limiter can play a great role there. It ensures a fair resource usage. If it blocks a user A, user B can still have access. So nog is coming from a different IP. So that is what rate limiter is actually doing. So you can see what I put here. It can help in a situation of scripted abuse from a small number of IPs. So if an attacker decide to attack your application from one or two IPs, sending so many requests within a very short time, rate limiter can help to mitigate that. Once you get to a limit that you are supposed to make a request within a period of time, maybe a minute or 2 minutes, it will pause. It will not allow you to move on till initialize your count again. So credential stuffing, some people can steal your identity and they want to log in from multiple sources at the same time. This can equally use to block it. Automated system to reach your endpoint to request to make several requests within a very short time. These are things that it can help us to mitigate. Application malfunctioning too, which might not be intentional, can equally be mitigated. The most important thing is don't allow a request more than a specific number within the specified period at the same time. So that is what the rate limiter is all about. How do we implement it? We register the rate limiting service in our program.cs file. As you can see here, I have it. Let me see where I implemented it. You can see my here. I add rate limiter. So when your request is rejected, this is the message I'm trying to pass across to you to know that you are not supposed to uh, make that request at that time. We have two options. We have the add sliding model. We have the fixed one. Let me use the fixed one in this our demo. So you can see the permit. This permit that I'm trying to say now, which means if you make a request, the maximum it will accept from you is 3 times within the agreed time. The agreed time I'm putting here is 60 seconds, which means within 1 minute, you are not expected, a request is not expected to come from one user or application more than 3 times. And if it comes more than 3 times, what should happen? That is where we have the queue here. I can decide to increase this queue to 2 or 3, which means once you exceed your limit, any other message that is coming, it will queue it. Once it reinitialize your time again, which is this, you now start from the queue. But I decided to make it 0 so that once you get to 3, it will outrightly tell you that you have too many requests. Then this is the queuing, the processing order, which is FIFO, LIFO approach. These are things we know. So once you register it here, you put the registration of the rate limiter. Then at the down part of it, I can have the use. This is the middleware. Then the third place where I will use it, I go to my controller. Go to my controller, I will enable rate limiter. So this is an endpoint now. This is a first timer controller, which means as you are trying to hit this endpoint, the rate limiter will be activated. So based on what we have in the program files, if you exceed 3 times, it will not allow access to these methods. So I'm going to be trying this method. Let me see another method just to get all first timers. I have a I have set up some first timers, so I want to use a get to be able to get them out just for retrieve purpose and for the purpose of this rate limiter demo. So I can come here. Let me start the application. So you can see, let me start the application here. Let me start the application. It's coming up. Okay, this is the Swagger endpoint. I have where I can register first timer. I can get all of them. If I try this, I should be able to get my, okay, these are the details I'm already having the database that I've set up. So now I want to access it. Let me use my Swagger to access that endpoint. This is my Swagger. If you look at this endpoint, you can see uh, localhost 5174 Swagger. Again, if I, okay, this is the endpoint. This is the endpoint exactly. So I copy it and I paste on my Swagger here. Paste here. Let me try. Look at the time now. It's 0450. Let me try. One, yes. Two, brought. Three, brought items. You can see the third one is saying too many requests. Please try again. So even if I click again, it will not bring anything till the time is set is elapsed again. It has refreshed now. That's why I can get this. This is the first time. It goes again. I can get item. Goes again. I should get item. If I go this time again, I will not get item. You can see too many requests. So what are we trying to do is to use this to manage the hitting of your endpoint. If a particular hacker want to hack your endpoint, this is one of the ways you can use to limit it. Will not allow you to hit it. They can spawn threads. They can automate their system to hit your endpoint 100 times in a minute or seconds. But if this is in place, it will equally play a role in denying them. So it will not actually completely manage, or let me say, cannot rule out completely denial of service if they are coming from multiple sources, multiple IPs or devices. But if it is coming from one with one IP, it can help us to mitigate it, to limit the rate at which attackers will attack your endpoint. So this is the benefit of a rate limiter. I just decided to throw a light to it this evening. In case you have not implemented it before, this is exactly this is it. You can see the way I configured it. I put this is it here. You can have it. Rate limiter is where I configured it. I register the service. Then I come here and bring it the middleware. Then I go back to my controller to come and enable it. This is exactly what I need to make rate limiter works. So this same thing I did with Swagger just now to access it. Some could automate their system to be reaching your own environment endpoint. You can see exactly here. This is the endpoint. I automate this a small console application I can use to equally trigger to meet that endpoint. Most hackers, this is what they do. they automate the systems that will hit you. So if you look at this place now, this is my the first response. I was able to get a user the first and get all the users. The second request, it got all the users again. Then I think this is the third one. It got all the users. But after which, this is supposed to be the fourth one. It's not returning anything. So it's really just going to return that you have a. If I step into it fully, I will see the response that you have exceeded the number of times you are supposed to hit the endpoint. So this is just the beauty of rate limiter, and I will encourage all developers to try as much as possible to imbibe this. Always have it in your application. It will go a long way, make your application more stable, and with the cybersecurity team putting firewalls and the rest in order, this will equally complement their effort. So thank you very much. We hope to see you next time.